You go through a lot of JRPGs.
I don't know why I'm on that kick. I'm on a kick right now, when that's all I
What's
want
that
to
called
do.
a kick?
Let's call it my identity. I have two.
Yeah, I was
There,
gonna say, I mean, you are like consistently on JRPG. It's not like, oh, Blake discovered
yeah.
JRPGs, he's gone through like 5 of them. You like, historically, those are some of your favorite games.
Okay. Hello. Hi. Happy Thursday.
Happy Thursday. Happy podcast
Happy I get to see your stupid face in 2 days. Day.
day. Hey, that's super exciting. Blake's coming to see me.
Actually, at this time in 2 days, we'll be doing karaoke.
We will be doing karaoke in 48 hours. You and I will be, well, you and I and all of our friends will be singing karaoke together and
Dear
eating good
God.
Korean food. I'm very
Oh my
excited.
God, help me. Oh dear God, I don't even know what I'm gonna pick. I don't even know what's on the playlist, so
The
I got to
options
figure
are
it out.
endless. Actually, we've even done it at this place where, like, if the song we want to do is not in the, like, karaoke catalog, somebody pulls it up on YouTube and plays it into the microphone, and then the other person has a microphone that they sing into.
Oh
So
dear God.
we make it work. We make it work.
Oh, this is gonna be bananas. It's gonna be 2 hours of nonsense. Emily's gonna see me all day on Saturday and most of the day on Sunday. So, and it might snow.
Yeah, we're supposed to be forecasted for some snow. Not a ton though. They're not sure it's gonna stick. The UP is supposed to get a lot. The Lower Peninsula is mixed reviews I'm hearing
I
so
thought
far.
there was supposed to be a polar vortex up there at one point.
I mean, it
Unless that
might
died.
hit, but from what I'm seeing, it's looking like maybe 2 inches in the Lower Peninsula.
Hey, that's more than we get.
Yeah, but it's not confirmed it's really gonna stick, and it might be more like a sleet than a snow.
I have
But
to
I hope
drive in
for
that.
it. I love snow, so I hope for it.
It's that time of year, baby. It's that time of
It
year.
would make me happy. It would bring me joy.
Well, hi everyone. Emily was so inspired about today's topic that most of this topic, I probably will not have anything to interject with because Emily has all the thoughts. Don't
Blake has
worry.
thoughts.
You'll
He'll have
hear
thoughts
enough
as
of
we
me
go.
yapping. You'll hear enough of me yapping for Game Awards shit because my God, that's coming up in a little over a month.
Well, over a month, we'll be doing the Game Awards. Yeah, we'll get to see, once again, our best friend, Jeff Keighley.
Jeff Keighley, you mean the poster child of all gaming?
Yeah, everybody's best friend. Everybody loves to get their gaming thoughts and jokes from Jeff Keighley. It's everybody's favorite time of the year.
Not a single person hates Jeff Keighley.
You know, hate's a strong word.
Not hate, but
I think he's fun to make fun of.
he's fine.
I
He's
think
just a guy.
he's just a guy who's weirdly bought out the entire gaming industry in order to put himself on the stage for every main gaming event. And it's kind of weird. But if we could all do the same, wouldn't we do the same?
Yeah. I think the thing that annoys me is that him and then specifically Phil Spencer from Microsoft are the most milk toast looking men of all time.
Yeah, he can't really control that though.
I
He
mean,
can't like
he
he
can.
can't
It's called plastic surgery.
I mean, he is who he is.
I know. I'm not gonna say that, but
He's not a bad guy as far as I know. Aside from
no,
that one time they were like making people get off the stage way too soon and like cutting people out, whatnot. That was really messed up. But
that was bad. Last
he's
year's
just
show
fun to make
was
fun of. He's a little cringe. He's a little weird.
wasn't last year's show ad central, like more ads? Wasn't that the problem last year? It was like so many ads.
Yeah, but they did let people talk for a lot longer.
Yes.
Especially people who required translators and things like that. So they did learn their lesson on that front.
Yeah. I know why they did the initially is because I think it was 2018 the God of War voice actor did like a 10-minute speech shitting on Call of Duty or something like ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, but it's still like even they had that like guy from Larian Studios who was like talking about their coworker who passed, and they were like, "You got to get off the stage now."
It's like, no. Let's talk
No,
about it. Let him talk. Let the man speak.
Let him talk. The guy who won Game of the Year, you're not gonna let him talk? Really? Game of the Year? You let like actually I think that was the same year too that they got Timothy Chalamet to pretend to be
Yep.
some like Twitch streamer and we're like, guys, we got Timothy Chalamet, he's here. Don't you want to hear from Timothy Chalamet? And then they let him talk longer than they let the actual winners talk.
At least when like Keanu Reeves came a few years back, it was like saying, "Hey, I'm gonna be in Cyberpunk," and that made sense. Like we understood
Yeah.
that. But with Timothy, he's not even doing anything in the gaming space.
No, no, they had to make up an identity for him as a Twitch streamer. He had absolutely no business being there. And then they were just like, we'll give all of the talking time to him and we'll take it away from anybody who needs to speak, especially people who have translators and it takes longer. Like, anyway,
Now
we'll see what this year's Game Awards have to hold in
it's
about
gonna
a
be
month.
Glenn Powell this time, and Emily's going to defend it no matter what.
I'm not going to defend it. I just like Glenn Powell. Specifically, I like Glenn Powell and Twisters.
Actually, I take it back. He wants to be Gustav in Expedition
He
33
does.
movie, and so
I
Emily will
saw
go see it.
Charlie Cox respond to that and be like, "Oh, that's my spot. I'm gonna lose that spot now."
But
Actually,
here's
like seeing Charlie Cox also mention he hasn't played the game, and then also talk about how like people keep coming up to him and saying like, "Ah, Gustav," and he's like, "Who?
yeah, he
Who?"
was in the booth for 4 hours.
Yeah, I was like, so I don't know if he has exclusive rights to playing Gustav in a live action, but I
Well,
still
they're
wouldn't class Glenn Powell.
they're both wrong. The only correct answer is Robert Pattinson. And I'm dying on that hill. Is that he has to, because he looks like Robert Pattinson.
He does look like Robert Pattinson, and I do love Robert Pattinson. Robert Pattinson's such a funny little man. I think he's so funny.
Uh,
One day we're going to watch you and me. We're going to watch Twilight. We're gonna watch the whole Twilight series, but we're going to do it with the Robert Pattinson commentary on because it is the greatest thing. That man hated this movie so much. His commentary is so
he
good.
wanted nothing to do with it then? Great. Good to know.
Oh no, oh man, that's just so funny. Okay, we can talk about
Uh,
video game things.
yeah,
I enjoy Robert Pattinson.
speaking about funny things, quick backlog update. I'm gonna finish something hopefully tonight, and I'll talk about it next week. I should have Tales of
What is
Berseria
it?
done tonight.
Oh,
Tales of Berseria is a JRPG I started back in 2019, and Allison wanted me to watch me play it, and then I moved
oh
here,
right.
and then yeah, we put it down, and then I picked it back up, and I got to the point where we were, and Allison somehow remembered everything, where I remembered nothing after 6 years. I have no clue how she
Impressive.
remembered
She has an
everything,
impressive memory.
and we should be done tonight. Um, it's interesting. It's a JRPG. It's not bad. I don't think it's like fantastic. I don't think it's like one of the best games I've ever played, but it's not horrible.
You go through a lot of JRPGs.
I don't know why I'm on that kick. I'm on a kick right now, when that's all I
Let's
want
not
to
call
do.
it a kick.
Let's call it my identity. I have two.
Yeah, I
There,
was gonna say, I mean, you are like consistently on JRPG. It's not like, oh, Blake discovered
yeah,
JRPGs. He's gone through like five of them. You like historically, those are some of your favorite games.
I go through two phases throughout a year. I go through my platformer phase, which lasts about half the year, and I go through my JRPG phase, which lasts about half the year. And that's who.
That's
But
fair.
I haven't had any platformers this year come out that I was like, "Ooh, I got to do this." So here we are.
I guess not. I was trying to think of platformers.
There's probably 2D ones I haven't heard of, like little indie ones, and I should be better at looking into it.
Song's
But
technically a platformer, isn't it?
what is it?
Silk Song is partially a platformer.
It's a Metroidvania technically.
Yeah, but those are like platformers. Come on. Like there's a lot of platforming in those and like doing the level over and
Well, there's no doing the level over because the whole world map is Metroidvanias are like a massive level, and that's it.
if you die, you have to do the section over. What is what I mean? Like you have to
Yes,
go through that like that thing that I think platformers, especially like Mario, have really perfected. Like you have to hit the timing exactly right in a specific spot. Like you know what I mean?
the thing I don't like about Metroidvanias though is that they make it a point that you have to backtrack a lot, and I hate like
Mm.
mandatory backtracking. I'm looking at you, Kingdom Hearts 2. going through every world for a second goddamn time for 5 minutes.
Don't mind that. Actually, don't mind
Uh,
that. Like
okay.
physical backtracking, like if they're like go back to this area and I have to physically bring my character to that spot and like go through a lot of content to get there, sure. Like in the Kingdom Hearts sense, I didn't mind it because I liked getting the worlds in smaller amounts. It made it I got less sick of them. Whereas like sometimes if you dumped me in one in Kingdom Hearts 1 and I didn't enjoy it, I was like, I want to get out of here so bad. And I still have like 3 hours of gameplay left.
And you were stuck.
It's nice. Broke it up a little more.
Okay, anywho, on to something funny and newsworthy. I have 4 pieces of news for you. I'm saving the big one for the end that Emily texted me today, and that's how I found out.
Okay.
Yeah. The first one is it's gaming related, but it's not. It's just kind of fun.
I have one
Um,
of these that's like, it's not really gaming, but
apparently, there's a YouTuber who has made a speed run out of annoying his cat. Um, and seeing how fast he can get his cat to leave a room. And it is just him messing with his cat. And it's my favorite thing on the internet right now. Like, this is it. He's got the timer and everything.
I do love that the cat was like insta bite.
Yeah, like it's
It
not
was
even close.
instantly like attack, ready to
Oh,
attack, ready to kill.
this man knows what he's doing. I think this is fantastic. I also love his keep going tattoo on his hand. Like, good for you. Good for you, brother. But yeah, that's just my fun bit of news. That's a great little tidbit. The next thing we're a little late on, and I would have talked about last week, but we didn't podcast last week because Repo came
I like
out with an
repo.
update. Oh yeah, I guess I'll mention those 2 things. Repo came out with an update last week with a whole bunch of new monsters, and Peak came out with an update yesterday with a whole new biome, and that biome is fucking rough.
They already nerfed it.
I know, I saw. Like, it's
They got rid of
hard.
all the zombies.
We complained so much about the forest, and now I'm like, no,
What?
I'm so sorry. It's not that
Oops.
bad. Um, cool. This is what I was going to talk about last week. The Outer Worlds 2. If you paid for early access, they gave you a debuff option called consumerism. And I think this
I
is
love that.
incredible. It's consumerism. Please load. Yeah. You're the reason that our marketing works. Promotions and sales have riddled your brain, and you're more interested in buying the next big thing than financial planning. Warning: once selected, flaws cannot be removed. Anyways, you can accept or deny the flaw. Um,
Negative 15% vendor prices, negative 10% sale value.
like that's insane. That's fair. It'd been more
I love
funny if
that.
they required you to take it. That would have been even funnier to me.
I like
But good
funky
on
things
them.
like that.
There is another one. That if you skip a lot all the dialogue, like if you quickly skip through the dialogue, it's called foot and
Foot and
mouth
mouth
syndrome.
syndrome.
Yeah. This game is got me actually wanting to play it, and now I need to actually play Outer Worlds 1, which is I put on my
It
backlog
was
for this
fun,
year.
and I got like 3 hours in and I just stopped playing.
I text you this too. I don't think Bethesda style type
Yeah.
RPGs are your jam.
I don't know if they're really going to be my thing either, but I do want to give it another go.
I am gonna give it another go, and then I'm gonna get Outer Worlds 2 because everyone's saying it's incredible, and that makes me excited. Um, Now into the 2 pieces of bigger news. Pokemon Legends ZA
Wait,
did give.
I just want to say I'm claiming the last piece of news as the person who discovered it and brought it to the table.
That's fine. You could. I have it ready for you to talk about when we get there. Okay.
Next, you
But
may proceed.
Pokemon Legends ZA did give us a trailer for what's to expect in the DLC. Crazy.
That's so fast.
I know. Well, it comes out in like March. Um
Jeez.
oh no, I'm sorry. It comes out December 10th? It's coming out early.
They
It was
just
supposed to
really
come
don't sleep, do they?
Yeah, they're ready to release it. Okay, cool. Great. That makes it better. Shit. Okay, so it is called Mega Dimension. Crazy enough, they created new dimensions, and we're staying in the city space. However, you go through these portals that do warp it in some way, so it's more interesting, and you're doing something in those in a time frame. And this is also going to be the first time in Pokemon history where you can exceed level 100, because they showed Pokemon at level like 120, 130, which
Why
is
would you want that?
it's kind of terrifying.
Why? I think if you get your Pokemon to level 100, I think that's the part where you put it down and you say, time to go outside and do something.
Time to touch some. Okay, Miss Dreamlight
Really go
Valley
outside.
lady, let's look at
And you know
your.
what I do? I go outside. Do you know how many books I've read this year? Excuse you. I do.
I will say this looks actually pretty decent. It looks like a good time. It will add some flavor to the game. The thing that annoys me is that I still stand by, given how limited the game was, this probably should have just come with the game, but I I'm gonna get shot down by people
What's
for
the
just
price?
saying that.
What's the
30
price point?
bucks.
$30? 30?
Yeah, which is kind of, that's half of the base game.
Just assumed $30 is a standard price for DLC now. I think most DLCs cost, or like, I think that's a very, I don't know, Kingdom Hearts 4 costs $30. The Dreamlight Valley DLCs
It
cost
did.
$30. This one costs $30. I think the Assassin's Creed one costs $30. I just always assume a DLC is going to cost $30 unless it's just cosmetics of some kind.
That's weird. Okay, so yeah, you said the Assassin's Creed one cost $30. I put in my I was looking through my game library on PlayStation and it said that it was just available. The DLC was just
Um,
available?
there was a free update.
Well, under the DLC page though. Like, and it said I could just download it, and I did. I just downloaded it, which I need to boot that up at some point.
It's free if you pre-order it.
Oh, see?
If you did pre-order it, it is $25. So it doesn't quite hit that $30 mark. So it's even a little cheaper.
I pre-ordered the game, did not pay an extra cent more for the game, and got that sweet, sweet DLC for free.
See, good on them.
Good
on
for you,
them.
Ubisoft. Actually, you know what? I'll credit where credit is due. Good for you. Now I'll play that DLC because I got it for free.
I do want
Okay.
to. I actually have that on my list of games I gotta get through. Is the Claws of Awaji because I love Awaji Island and I'm excited to play it.
Before we get to the last bit, I have to let it be known that Emily asked me, like, what am I like required to play next year? What give me something that I have to play? And I got her Final Fantasy 16 for her birthday, and that is like my requirement for her next year.
So I gotta get through that now.
It was going to be Metaphor because she's borrowing that from me, but I know she's already playing an 100+ hour game in Persona 3 Reload. So
it's on the list. Well, it's at the bottom of the list, so
yeah.
it will only make the cut is if I get through everything else. So we'll see.
I know you'll probably play BioShock at least next year because that's relatively short. It's like 13 to 15 hours for BioShock 1.
I have on my list for next year.
Okay.
Let me tell you.
I'm ready. I'll show mine after we do the last bit of news. And
I
then
have
we'll get into
Link's
the main topics.
Awakening,
Yep, that's mine.
BioShock,
Yep, that's mine.
Baldur's Gate 3,
Okay.
Resident Evil Requiem,
Yeah.
007 First Light.
Oh yeah, I gotta add that to my list.
The Black Flag remake that has not been confirmed.
Okay.
It's coming out next year, though, guys. It's gonna be March.
They haven't said anything about it, but it's coming out next year.
It is. I mean, they haven't like released a trailer, but anybody in the gaming space and like the people who are involved, it's coming next year. Persona 3 Reload, Assassin's Creed Shadow Claws of Awaji, if I don't do that at some point this year, Final Fantasy 16, the Uncharted series, Tia and Karen have requested me to play that, and Metaphor ReFantazio.
I will jump on the Uncharted series with you when you do it because that is also on my list. I mean, it's not on my list for next year, which this is my list for next year, which is longer than this year. And once again, I don't expect to finish it. I don't expect to finish it at all. The non-negotiables, all Dragon Age games are on here,
and the Veilguard,
and Origins and 2.
Hey, bro.
What?
You got 20 hours for Star Wars Outlaws.
That is what How Long to Beat had online.
That's bullshit.
Okay.
People who did 20 hours, that is like main story only at best. I think I didn't even platinum that game. I'll have to double check. I didn't platinum it, but I think I have at least like 50 hours in that game.
Lovely. Wonderful. Well, I have a lot
Dragon
to
Age:
get
The
through.
Veilguard is also a like 60-hour game.
How Long to Beat lied to me. Oh dear God.
I think people just aren't spending time in these games, and that's stupid.
Yeah, probably. I mean, it's more games, but it's only 100 hours more than I had for this year, and this is not being finished. This is about to be finished, and then I'm going to jump to Cyberpunk probably to try to finish out the year.
Look at that. I can't believe you deleted Assassin's Creed Odyssey from this list, and then I guess you're just giving up on Assassin's Creed.
I'm not. There's no way I can beat a 90-hour game before the end of the year. There's no way.
Did you move it to 2026?
I'm going to. I did the crossouts like yesterday. This was done last week, so I'm gonna make some adjustments here.
Right.
So yeah, those things are happening. Things are happening. Don't worry. Okay, last bit of news. The most important bit of news.
I found this
Ready?
news. Sorry,
Emily
it's
found
like
this
so rare that I bring news to the table. It's like usually you can bring that, so when I find the news, I get really excited and I want to share it.
I'm gonna click it now. There you go.
Ta-da! And to everybody's shock and surprise, Grand Theft Auto 6 got delayed again. For like the 100th. I mean, technically, it's only like the second or third time they've officially delayed it, but the fact that it took as long as it did to be announced and come out, like, have a release date to begin with. Yeah, it's been like 13 years already.
Yeah, September 17th, 2013 with GTA 5.
It will have been 13 plus years by the time it comes out.
This was supposed to come out a few months
crazy.
ago.
Like, that's some Kingdom Hearts level. Like, that is Kingdom Hearts level of, like, waiting for a second game.
Oh my God.
Technically 6 games, but like, y'all know what I mean.
Oh!
So yeah, it's been pushed back to November 19, 2026. It was supposed to come out this year, right?
Oh yeah, it was supposed to come out a few months ago.
Yeah, so I don't know. We'll see. I mean, maybe they got afraid because they wanted to win Game of the Year, and so they pushed it back to a year that didn't have quite so many stars.
I did forget a piece of news that I saw last week and was supposed to be announced. I was supposed to talk about last week, and then I just
go
remembered
ahead.
it. You ready to shit on Xbox again for like the 5th
Always.
week in a row?
Always.
There's a rumored leaked price for the next console because it feels like the PS5 and Xbox. I know it feels like the PS5 and Xbox Series X just came out, but they're going to be 6 years old next year. Like we're encroaching like new console time, like in 2027, 2028. They're expecting. People are expecting, and you wish they're expecting $1,000 consoles.
That's like double the price.
It's ridiculous. Like, just get a PC at that point.
I promise you they're going to also still be cutting back on physical games while this happens. So it's not like the console is also still offering me, like, a lot of PlayStation consoles don't even have the disc cartridge anymore. So what are you charging me more for?
Yeah, I don't know what Sony's probably gonna rebuttal with like a normal price because they're consoles. Microsoft
Sony's better.
Microsoft is just saying, fuck it, we're building a PC. Like, just build a PC at that point. There's literally no point to have an Xbox anymore. If that is what happens, Xbox is not going to sell. No one's going to buy whatever this piece of hardware is because there is 0 point.
I mean, even Nintendo just stepped out its next gen.
Yeah.
And as much as crap as we give Nintendo for being expensive, it still stayed within the $550 range. Now, I understand that the processing power of the Switch is not comparable to the processing power of Xbox, but Nintendo is a pretty big competition for Xbox and PlayStation. So people who can't afford Xboxes are going to go to a Nintendo.
Or a PlayStation.
Or for their kids. If their kids are like, I want a console for Christmas, they're not going to buy the $1,000 one.
Especially, and once again, we do shit on Nintendo, but hey, they got it to run things like Cyberpunk. So, like...
Well, how well does it run things like Cyberpunk?
Actually, let's find out before we jump into the main topic. How well does the Switch 2 run Cyberpunk?
That feels like a pretty important
Stable 30 FPS in quality mode, docked in handheld.
All right.
Okay,
You're
that's
looking at an AI answer, just to be
that's
clear.
true. Just true. Just true. Let's see. I don't care about all that. Looks pretty good.
Okay.
The frame rate is decent, but not jaw dropping. Okay, that's pretty much all you really care about in this case. So, yeah, it function. It's functional. Like it's in a playable state.
All right.
So I'll give it that. Good for
I'll
them.
give him
Good
that.
for them. And then of course there's the mouse controls and everything, which fine. I will say this with my Switch 2, I have not used the mouse controls once. I have yet to.
Well, great news, Blake. There's yet another game that's going to let you use those mouse controls if you haven't yet.
If you're gonna say Metroid Prime 4, I haven't even played Metroid Prime 1, 2, or 3.
No, I'm talking about our main topic for tonight.
Oh yeah, that's right. Crazy. Let me go back to our beautiful faces. There we go.
Let's get into our main topic for this evening because I have a lot to say. And Nintendo, I want to preface this by saying I think Blake and I have shit on Nintendo a lot the past couple months just with like their anti-consumer practices and their high prices, and I don't necessarily regret those things.
Nope.
Necessarily gonna stop talking shit about Nintendo even today. But I will give them some props here. I'm also gonna criticize them a bit. I hope people aren't tired of us talking shit about Nintendo.
Oh no, it's just
Um,
fun.
I hope that's the way people feel because I like talking about Nintendo and they do a lot of great things and sometimes they do less than great things, but this one is one I have a lot of mixed feelings on. So if you didn't see the news or you heard the news, Nintendo on a random Tuesday morning
Mm-hmm.
decided to announce that 4 years after they abandoned the game unceremoniously, dumped it in the garbage and said we hate this thing, goodbye.
Smash Bros.
They
What?
are what?
They went back to Smash Bros. And Splatoon. Anywho,
Yeah,
continue.
yeah. They said we don't care about this thing anymore. They unceremoniously announced that they are bringing an update to Animal Crossing New Horizons. Now, there are two components to this update. For starters, there is the Switch 2 edition of Animal Crossing that you can get, and I believe it costs $5. And it comes with a minor frame rate upgrade, minor graphics upgrade, I believe. It's not much to write home about.
More villagers.
And well, hold on. That's not the
Oh,
update part. I'm
oh
talking
no,
about the
I'm
Switch 2
sorry.
edition.
Yeah, more friends in your island, not villagers.
This is so funny to me. This is so funny to me. If you want to pay $5, everyone, in the year 2025, sorry, when this comes out, it will be the year 2026. I know, everyone. You have a long list of friends who are currently playing Animal Crossing New Horizons, and sometimes not only do you have a long list of friends who are currently playing Animal Crossing New Horizons, you have a long list of friends who also have Nintendo Online memberships who also want to play co-op multiplayer with you. And sometimes your island just is full because you can only have 8 people at one time.
That's not
Now,
enough.
if you pay this $5, you can have 12 people at one time.
That's still not enough, Nintendo. I need more. I have more than 12 friends. I
This is
totally
just
have friends.
so crazy to me. I don't think on my best day, I could put together 6 people who all own Animal Crossing, have a Nintendo Online, and currently want to play it with me.
I think we could, back in 2020, we easily could because we were all part of the
Yeah,
turnip capitalist market,
sure.
like big time.
It's 2025 is the
Yeah,
thing.
exactly.
So, who would be playing this game with me right now? I'm not even playing this game with me right now. So, like, anyway, you can now have 12 friends instead of 8. That's like huge upgrade. Um, and then the other aspect, you can use your mouse on the Switch 2 version. You can now use your mouse to decorate, which
As
is, I guess, neat.
I will say this. For people who like precision and like things being in the exact place, that will make it easier. Then again, I have not
No.
tested the Switch 2 mouse controls, so I can't speak for that. Any type of precision is going to be easier on a mouse than it is on a controller.
Sure, that's true in the sense of like if you're trying to headshot something, but like Animal Crossing, if you decorate, first of all, you can only use this in decorating mode, which you can only use inside your house, right?
Oh wait, you can't
And
use it for like paths and stuff?
no, you can only use it
Oh,
inside the house in decorator mode, from what I
dumb.
understand. The
That
paths
then
and
I
stuff you
take
still
back
have to play.
everything I said.
And inside the house, if you've ever decorated an Animal Crossing house, they're just really big blocks. You can't like there's no like the grid for decorating is very large. There's no like little half grids or anything like that. So
Right.
there's not much into precision in that sense. You might just feel more comfortable. I don't know. Um, so I mean, it's neat. It's for people who want it to have it. It's fine. It's only $5, so it's not like they're asking a ton of money for these upgrades, but they're fine. The really exciting part is the free content that is coming with the 3.0 update. The last update we got, if y'all remember, was the 2.0 update in 2021. And this comes with a lot. First of all, it comes with a big new building, which is the Animal Crossing Hotel, which is going to be an extension of your pier, your dock. And essentially, what it's going to offer you the ability to do a few different things. It's kind of like a free version of the DLC, Happy
Home
Island
designer.
Paradise. No,
Happy home
that was the
designer.
game. It's the game. Happy Paradise. I don't know. Happy Home. I don't know. It was basically the DLC was $30 DLC where you could go to an island and you could design vacation homes for villagers who wanted a vacation home. This is essentially a free version of that where you can design hotel rooms with different themes based on the villagers who come and want to stay at the hotel. And then for every hotel room that you decorate, you get this currency, and then you can use the currency to buy special furniture and items from the family who operates the hotel, which is Catton's family, the boat and the bus driver that we've
Yeah.
seen in the past few games. Um, and so this is neat. It's an opportunity for people to actually come and visit your island, to actually come and stay there outside of the campsite. It's a new option for decorating. It's a new option to get new items. And if people didn't want to fork out $30 for that DLC way back in the day, you can kind of get a very similar experience through this. They're also adding two new collabs. Three? Four. They're adding a few
Uh
new collabs with this. So one is going to be
3.
the Lego collab. You can get Lego furniture, a few Lego items, different colors. There's a Mario. No, we already have Mario, sorry. And then two Nintendo franchises are coming, which is Zelda and Splatoon. And not only are they bringing items and furniture and clothing and decorations, they're bringing villagers. So from Zelda, you can get Tulin, and you can get what's her name? Minerva? Minoru?
F-
Minoru. That's her name,
Minoru.
right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Minoru. Sorry, I forget because I didn't care about her. Um so the goat. They're saying
Yeah.
she's really the goat. Did everyone really love this character that much? Oh,
uh,
they're not sure what okay, sorry, I misread that. They're not sure what animal she is.
yes.
I thought they were saying like greatest of all time. Oh yeah, the goat Minoru, greatest of all time. Um,
Oh,
I mean, did you like Minoru? Were you passionate
I'm
about
trying to
Minoru?
remember. Here's all you need to know. I'm trying to remember who Minoru is. Uh
Minoru is Raru's
oh
sister who gets
oh
turned into the big mech thing.
yeah, that's right. No, I did not care that much. Okay.
Yeah, okay. Anyway, you can get Minoru on your island now, and then Splatoon has two characters. I don't know the Splatoon characters, guys. You have to know that about me at this point, that I have not played Splatoon. I do not care to, and I do not know who they are. So Blake's gonna pull them up on the screen for you, tell you what
They're
two
right
characters they
here.
are.
Here you are.
Um,
Uh
they're chipmunks, which is,
CC and
I guess,
Viche.
interesting. I'm not sure. Actually, actually, can you scroll down for me for a second? Are those really the two villagers? Like those are the villagers that are coming?
I don't. Hold on. Tapping amiibo from Splatoon invites CC and Viche, who resemble Splatoon characters. A massive list of Splatoon items have been added. Yes.
Just so does Nintendo know that in their own video game they have octopus and squid characters?
I don't know. I guess.
I'm so confused. Why the chipmunks? Like, aren't they meant to be like squids?
They are squids and kids.
Right. So why would Nintendo pick like an aquatic being to make these characters into? Like, why wouldn't they pick the octopus.
She's so focused on a game series she doesn't care about.
Because it doesn't. It would be like if they added Tulin the bird into Animal Crossing as like a duck.
It's true. It's true.
Why wouldn't they add them as something that had the tentacles and the get it? Okay, whatever. Somebody, whoever's uncle works at Nintendo, ask this question for me because I'm actually so flabbergasted right now. Anyway, that content's coming. And then the last big thing that's coming is something, it's a big feature that I personally have been requesting and begging for. Oh, actually, there's two. Sorry,
There's
I
a
forgot
couple
one.
there's a couple things, but I'll pick
Okay,
up
hold
where you
on.
missed.
So there's something that I forgot to mention that comes along with the Switch 2 version, I believe. Or no, maybe it's a free update thing. I don't
These
remember.
are
Like, you
all
can tell me what.
Yeah, which is it?
Oh, okay. So a dream world in Slumber Island, you know, if you've played Animal Crossing before, you know that you can go to bed, and when you go to bed, you can dream and you can go visit other people's islands. Well, now you can do that. You can go dream and you can go to a custom island that you and your friends can collaborate on and build together. And you can all design it and work on it, and yeah, it's fun. I like the idea of how much faster it would go with minions, but
It's
I don't.
also
I again, this is another thing where it's like I don't know how many people in my life are going to like agree to do this with me. Blake, are you gonna get back into Animal Crossing and come do this with me?
I'm gonna no, let's be real. I know myself at
Am I
this point.
going to do this? Probably not.
No.
There's also like a couple smaller things I forgot to mention, like batch crafting,
Yeah.
and larger
Ready to go.
storage, which again, I don't know how much those matter. But the last big thing I want to talk about is the thing I'm really excited for. Well, I would have been really excited for this back in like 2020, 2021, which was that if you've played New Horizons or you played any of the older series, you know that in the old games, your flowers used to wilt and die. If you ran over them or if you didn't water them, they died. And that way, you only had a certain number of flowers on your island at any given time. New Horizons changed that to basically your flowers have become indestructible, which sounds great on the surface, but if you leave your island for a month or 3 years, like some of us, you come back to find that flowers have grown in every single crack and crevice of your island, and you can't just delete them. You actually have to physically shovel them out of their spot and throw them away, and you have to go through a lot of shovels to do it, and it's terrible. I actually used to recruit friends to come to my island and help me clean it up. Now they've introduced a feature where you can get Rossetti, who thankfully is returning. He had a small role in the game originally,
Hmm.
but now he can reset portions of your island for you. You can highlight specific sections, or you can ask him to do things like remove all the flowers on the island, and basically just help you make it easier to clean your island efficiently and quickly without having to use all the tools and whatnot that come along with that. Which is a great and cool feature. I actually was asking for a lawnmower. I thought that's what they would come up with. Um, but yeah, it's a really, really cool service. I'm super excited about it. Just not as excited as I would have been in 2020 to get this. It kind of feels a little too late at this point to get it in 2026.
I will say there is something else that you did miss. And
What
it's
I mean?
minor. It's minor. They're adding she did mention they're adding a whole bunch of new items, but on top of new items, they are adding two consoles that you can end up actually playing in your house. An
Oh, you
NES,
forgot
a
about the
Famicom, and
code.
a Game
Yeah.
Boy. Huh?
I said I forgot about it because I didn't care, but please go ahead.
Yeah, yeah.
This is important for others, maybe, who do
Like
care.
me. On the NES, it is confirmed. These are the two things that are confirmed so far. You get Ice Climbers and Choo Choo Land. And on the Game Boy, you get Dr. Mario. And it's a nice little fun little thing you can do
Ah,
there. It's nothing major, but
fun.
I mean, I've always been a fan of when a game lets you play another game within the game that's like a real Nintendo has always done that. I think you could play demos for Ocarina of Time back on Smash Bros. Brawl on the Wii, like a 30-minute demo. And I have always loved that kind of stuff. But
I I do like that stuff. I think it's fun. Will I realistically play Dr. Mario in Animal Crossing New Horizons?
no.
No. But the real question is, will I be playing Animal Crossing New Horizons? The answer to that is probably still no. Which kind of brings me to what I wanted to talk about with I mean, this update is cool, but there's a lot there's a lot of context here that I feel like we kind of need to jump into. And the first thing that I thought when I saw this was, well, to be quite frank, everyone, I kind of thought a teaser for a new Animal Crossing game was imminent. Like, I thought within the next 6 months, we'd be looking at a teaser for a game that would launch within like a year after the teaser. Like, which would put us at 7 years post New Horizons, which is a pretty standard turnaround time for the Animal Crossing franchise. In fact, that's at the longer end of the turnaround time for the Animal Crossing franchise. So this makes me pause a little bit. It makes me ask, are they trying to increase the longevity of Animal Crossing New Horizons because they don't have a new game ready yet? Are they playtesting some potential features for the next game? Like perhaps the reset service is something they were looking at adding into a new game. Maybe the hotel is the type of thing they were looking at adding into the new game. Maybe they're trying to see if they can handle having 12 people on one island, and if that's the case, maybe they'll add that to the next game. So there's a lot going on here. Like, what's next? Does this mean we're not getting a new game for a long time? Is it going to be a few more years now? Is this like just an attempt to like keep us happy so we'll shut up about it? Is it to try to get people to commit to buying the Switch 2 version? Like, if bring the Switch 2 people in, but also bring the Switch 1 people in and, get Animal Crossing going again, get people buying that upgrade and get people playing and talking about it again. I mean, like, what do you think the incentive here is, Blake? Like, what do you think the purpose of this update for, remembering that 4 years ago, they said we're done with this?
Yeah. So I want to go back a little bit, and this is relevant, even though it won't sound like it. Go back to 2013 for a minute.
Okay.
And back in 2013, we got the Wii U. And with the Wii U, we got Mario Kart 8, right?
Yeah.
4 or 5 years later, we got a Switch. 2017. So 4 years later, we got a Switch. And they ported over Mario Kart 8 because it had only been 4 years. Mario Kart 8 stood there for over a decade until we got it. It stood there for 12 years. It was the only Mario Kart we had gotten for over a decade. I think they're going to increase the longevity of Animal Crossing. More people will buy it on Switch 2 and a Switch 2 version, and we might be stuck. I think Nintendo might create more paid DLC to make up for the cost and just expect people to buy the Nintendo Switch 2 version as well
They
physically.
haven't put out, but it's been 4 years. They haven't put out a DLC. They had one
I know.
DLC that came out when your game originally, and not when the game original, but maybe like within a year of the game coming out, they came out with the DLC,
Oh,
right?
yeah. I'm saying they're going
And
to
then they
add
left it
more.
alone.
They're going to
Yeah, but like,
create paid DLC to come.
why didn't they do that sooner? Why wait 4 years sorry, 4 years post the last update? I mean, I
Oh,
guess maybe I'm just gonna have it because I play Dreamlight Valley, and Dreamlight Valley does a DLC every single year.
that's easy. Is Animal Crossing Splatoon?
No,
Is Animal Crossing Smash Bros?
no.
Okay, there's your answer. All right, I rest my case, ladies and gentlemen. Nintendo doesn't care about their non-live servicey type IPs and updating them. I would know as a Mario Maker fan.
So here's the other part of this is like Animal Crossing, what's it called?
New
The
Leaf?
the app. The app.
Oh, the camp one.
The camping.
The one I never played.
Happy Cat, no, I don't know, whatever. Y'all know what we're talking about. The Animal Crossing mobile game that
I'm
you
looking
like
it
had a
up
campsite on. That actually received consistent updates for several years, like
because it
way
was like
longer.
it
Yes,
was a
because it was live
freemium
service.
game. Yeah.
Sorry, did you look up the title
I am right now.
so I can stop feeling stupid?
Pocket Camp.
Pocket Camp, that was it. But like I want to dive into this a little more because here's like what I suspect happened as somebody who doesn't know Nintendo and has never spoken to anyone at Nintendo. Here's what I suspect happened. I think Animal Crossing has been a consistently decent franchise for Nintendo. I think Animal Crossing has always brought in some good money, but it hasn't been like a Mario Kart or a,
Except for 2020.
Zelda.
Except for
Okay,
2020.
well, so here's where I'm getting to,
Yeah.
right? Because I looked Animal Crossing New Leaf across its entire lifespan brought in $13 million
Great game.
to Nintendo.
Which that's for any game that is incredibly high. I need to yeah.
It was really high. It actually made it one of the highest selling 3DS games that Nintendo had.
Yeah.
And then they said, let's make another one. We're hoping it's going to make more money, right? Like maybe they thought it was going to make even double, right? Which would have been 26 million, right? And then obviously, as we know, kind of magic happened in the sense that Animal Crossing released at the exact same time that the coronavirus hit and at the exact same time that lockdown hit. And Animal Crossing New Horizons within that same time, within its lifespan, has brought in $48 million.
Wait. I thought you
And
were saying how many units sold.
no, I'm saying dollars. Like how many dollars it's brought in.
Oh.
So New Leaf brought $13 million in. New Horizons brought $48 million in. And so I think what happened here, because when they first announced Animal Crossing New Horizons, they announced it with the intent that they were going to continue updating it. And it seemed like they were going to update it for a while. Like they kind of put out these updates were going to be consistent and long. And really what happened was they kept updating to add stuff that was already in previous games. Like they'd be like, here's the Christmas update. It's the holiday, which you already got in the other games. Or here's the next update. You get the Roost Cafe inside the museum, which you had in every other game, but for some reason we didn't add to this one. It felt less like you were getting new content and more like they were filling in the gaps of what they didn't add that they should have added originally. Save for the final update, which they added a bunch of new furniture, they added the DLC and things like that. My thought process here was Nintendo planned more updates and more content for Animal Crossing. And then once they realized how much money they made off of it, $48 million.
Yeah.
Great, granted, not all that came out at once, but obviously, like, from day one, they knew they were going to make way more than they had anticipated. A year and a half into its lifespan, they realized we're probably going to get all we can out of this because everybody bought one. Anyone who didn't even care about Animal Crossing or didn't even know Animal Crossing before the game came out was playing Animal Crossing, right?
You know what was crazy?
What?
Not only did New Leaf sell make $13 million, it sold 13 million copies, and New Horizons sold 48 million copies as well as made $48 million. So that's convenient.
That is crazy. That part of me
Yeah.
feels like that can't be right.
I think the dollar amounts are wrong because now everything is pointing to that is units sold, but I digress.
I don't know.
But
That
like,
was that was the money earnings that I found when I looked it up, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway, the point being that New Horizons sold a ton and it made a ton. And I think Nintendo was so shocked and it went so beyond what they were expecting to make that they kind of were like, well, we've done it, right? Like we've made the money we're going to make off of this. Like why are we going to continue to put time and effort into these free updates when we can just move on to other things, right? We've already made like an outrageous amount of money on this. And they moved on. And then other people moved on from Animal Crossing. People moved on to Dreamlight Valley, like myself. Other people went back to The Sims and continued to fork over money to them. Other people went to Stardew Valley. Other people went to My Time at Portia. Other people went to Story of Seasons.
All 5 people went to My Time at Portia. The game is terrible.
You say that.
I tried it. It's a bad game.
I'm going to have to double check. I think I have a source that really enjoys that game.
Granted, I did play the Switch version, and that is probably why I hated it. So let me preface with that. The Switch version is ass. And I had
I have to double check my sources. Anyway, point being, people moved on to other cozy games. And now, here we are, 5 years nearly after Nintendo gave up on Animal Crossing. And you have to ask, is it because they've seen other cozy games are coming out with DLC every single year? Like Dreamlight Valley, I'm forking over $30 to $50 for Dreamlight Valley every year, happily. Are they seeing, but they didn't ask for money for this one. Are they seeing that maybe people didn't keep playing Animal Crossing as much as they thought? Maybe they thought people would stay consistent in Animal Crossing for longer? Or is it play testing for the next Animal Crossing? Like what is the incentive here of coming back after all this time? Free content.
For it to be playtesting, they'd have to do some kind of polling excuse me, reliable polling after the update rolls out and people play the update. For me to think,
I guess maybe not like playtesting, but more so like implementing ideas that they could be using in future games.
yeah, like testing the waters is still but yes, saying hey, we will add this to something new, but let's add it here while we still can. That being said, I think I have this deep feeling that it's going to get the Mario Kart 8 treatment, because even look at Mario Kart 8. We let's go back to that for a second. We got some DLC on the Wii U version when we got Link and the Animal Crossing characters and the Splatoon characters and like 8 new courses. Then they re-release it, and then we get after what? When did the DLC for Mario Kart 8 come out? Like 2023? Something bananas like that. That's when they cared again.
So, how long?
And that sold 68 million units.
I guess I don't know. I do not anticipate it could be that long before another. I think the thing with Mario Kart, maybe that makes it different from Animal Crossing, and I could be wrong in this. Maybe it's because I don't respect Mario Kart. I mean, I respect Mario Kart, not in the sense of like I don't know how much there really is to do with Mario Kart. In the sense of like we have to have
Mario Kart is
game,
competitive. Right? It is a very competitive game now. It is a either relaxing game with your friends or you are competing online and playing every day online.
But my point is like, what more do you add to a new Mario Kart game? Like, right? Like there's not that many new features. Like really to me the DLC for Mario Kart felt sufficient because you're getting new courses, you get new characters. Like I don't feel like a new Mario Kart brings that much to the table.
I know, and that's what I'm saying. In okay, in terms,
I feel like an Animal Crossing would bring like more people. I feel like there's more features. I feel like it's easy to find. Like people are already talking about it being a city. They're talking about more building. They're talking about more like physical buildings. They're talking like there's a lot of different features
more
that they're
already
talking about. It's like, yeah, it just feels like there's more potential and like easily accessible ideas in a new Animal Crossing that they wouldn't need to like sit on it for 10 years.
I got it. It's going to be Animal Crossing Corporate, where you are becoming a business mogul and you're taking a loan from Tom Nook, and you are off on your small business venture and trying to become a Fortune 500 company and trying to rally investors to pay back Tom Nook.
I wish I could say that like didn't sound like something Tom Nook would do. Thing, where do they go from here, right? I guess is my question.
I have no clue, to be honest.
Because Animal Crossing before New Horizons, every Animal Crossing, like you had the city one, you had the wild world, you had the village one. They all were landlocked. And the reason that they gave you this island was so that you could customize it from top to bottom. Like you could change every single piece on that island aside from like where your airport's located or where your town hall is located or whatever. Everything else you could change. Yes. If they take you anywhere else, it's not going to feel like you have that perfect space to customize. So how do they do that? And then what do they add to, I guess, like, I don't know. I truly am just so shocked by this. I really, really thought within 6 months we would be seeing a teaser of some kind. Especially because considering like
it was rumored for a while.
How big it was on the Switch, but it came with its own custom like Switch. Remember, like they had the Animal Crossing style Switch.
Like, I think it's too early, especially for special edition Switches. I think Nintendo, I would give it 2 years. If we don't get anything in 2 years, then we're not. Then they're sticking with Animal Crossing for the rest. Like New Horizons is it for a while. Or
is this like? Or my other thought being, the next Animal Crossing is maybe like the next trailer is imminent, right? And they want to bring people back to Animal Crossing. They want to get that Animal Crossing hype going again. And how do you get Animal Crossing hype going again? How do you get people excited and wanting to buy it? You bring them back to New Horizons by offering free content. You make the bar low. You make it easily accessible. You make it free to everyone. And then people go back to the game. They start playing it again. And then they say, hey, well, guess what? We've got another one for $70 in a Switch too. Are you willing to buy it? I mean...
Which, once that happens, Emily will buy it. That's when she
I
gets a
will.
Switch too.
I will. That has been my stipulation the entire time, has been I will buy a Switch 2 when they either bring Wind Waker HD
They brought the
or
wrong version, Nintendo.
brought the wrong version. Also, I just want to own it. I don't want to freaking emulate it, whatever. They bring Wind Waker or a new Animal Crossing that has or I did also say a new Zelda, but like that just feels so far off considering Tears of the Kingdom was what, 2023?
It was 23, so
Um
we have a while, and we got Echoes of Wisdom last year in
we got
24.
Echoes of last year. We also have the
Age of
Imprisoning
Calamity.
War.
Oh, Imprisoning War. Yeah, which like
Um
I still
I don't
like
care
to
about those
brag
because they're
about
not
it.
canon.
I was right. Sorry.
You were right. Um So honestly, the last theory is the one I'd like to go with because I would like to believe this is intentional and they're like it's a gesture of goodwill. I don't. I have always felt a little icky about the way Nintendo left Animal Crossing New Horizons. About
She's talked
the
about it
way they
here on this
kind of
podcast. Yeah.
about the way they just kind of dropped it and stopped caring about it after implying that they were going to do so much more and after basically using all of their updates to add content that should have been there to begin with. I always felt a little icky about that. So I do feel good about them coming back to it now and to offer this free update. Like they could have put all of this in the Switch 2 version, right? To get people to buy Switch 2s and to get people to pay for the update, but they didn't. They're offering it, most of it, all the good stuff, obviously, in the free portion of it, which makes me think this is to get people playing again and to get people excited again so that when they do announce the next Animal Crossing, people are already in that headspace and ready to go.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because they know they're never going to catch that lightning in a bottle again. They're never going to have another worldwide pandemic that shuts everything down and
Don't
locks
say
everybody in their
that.
home.
Don't knock on some fucking wood right now.
I mean, but they know that those two things are never going to align the way they did the last time, right? Which was like Animal Crossing New Horizons was a phenomenal game. I think it deserved all the hype, but it's never going to make that much money. It was never going to make that much money without the pandemic. It made the money it did because of the pandemic. And so I think they're trying to figure out, we can't catch that lightning in a bottle again, but how do we start building this up? And you start building it up by reminding people how much they enjoy Animal Crossing, and you remind people they enjoy Animal Crossing by bringing them back.
My favorite thing I think that came out of the Animal Crossing release was not even the pandemic side of it. It was that it was releasing the same day as Doom Eternal, and the memes that
That
came
was
out of
pretty
it
funny.
is it still like lives rent free in my head this day of Isabelle and the Doomslayer are best friends, they're besties, they're out slaying together.
Can I say something real quick to
I
like
know
any
this
Animal
is a
Crossing people who might be
podcast.
listening? I like Isabelle. I miss the old people that they all killed so Isabelle could exist. So Isabelle could consolidate power.
I
Do
need a
you all
name.
remember Rover, guys? Do you remember Rover who used to meet you in the menu and he'd talk to you and ask you what you want to do and he rode with you at bus? Do you remember like what was her name? Polly? I loved this little dude, Rover. They made him appear in New Horizons for like 1 minute, and I was so excited. But I loved Rover, and I loved they had Polly and what was her name? They had like the two pelicans who worked at the town hall, and one worked during the day and one worked during the night. And the one who worked during the day was like super nice, but the one who worked in the night was like mean, and they like both kind of had crushes on the pelican mailman who like delivered the mail, and you would see him wandering. There was Pete the mailman. I think he was like Pete the pelican who delivered the mail. And then what were the pelican names? Uh
Pete, Animal Crossing. I could not tell
oh,
you.
we had Tortimer the mayor. Oh, the pelican siblings, Pelly and Phyllis. Pelly and Phyllis were the names of the pelicans. So you had Pete, the guy who delivered mail, and you had Pelly and Phyllis. And Pelly worked in the day and was super nice, and Phyllis worked in the evening and she was super mean. And you had Tortimer in the back. Like they just had all these like diverse like characters working in all these different areas. They had the actual Shampoodle building where you could go into, and then they just like they took all these people and they merged their jobs into Isabelle. And Isabelle's great, but like I don't think she's that great.
She's fine. She's all
She's
right.
fine. I just like I miss like the diversity of like the personalities. Like Isabel's so sweet and nice, but like I liked that Phyllis was kind of mean to you. I liked that she was a little snooty. I liked having the mailman wander around as he delivered the mail. I like so I guess that's my hope. I'd like Rossetti. Rossetti also got axed. Obviously, they're bringing him back with this update, but he got axed too. Tortimer got axed because he retired and then they put him off somewhere. So I hope for the next update they bring all those little things. And I think they will because people are enjoying designing cities. I think they're going to have like a post office. I think they're going to have the Shampooda building. Um, so I guess that's my thought is that I think this was a nice gesture of goodwill. I actually wasn't sure before we started this podcast. I'm going to be honest. I wasn't sure what the purpose of this update was or why Nintendo was handing it out or why it was coming here 4 years later. Blake has more his theory that it's going to get the Mario treatment. I'm choosing to have hope and believe that this is a gesture, not really of goodwill because they do want something out of it, but that Nintendo is doing this to increase Animal Crossing engagement and excitement so that when they announce the new one, hopefully within the year, to be then released within another year,
I don't think it's going
people
to
are.
get the engagement they're going to be looking for. I think they're a little too late.
I think it is a little too late. I kind of agree with that, but I'm going to go back to it. Here's the thing. I will go back to it when it comes back out. I'm going to try this hotel thing. I'm going to see what I can clean up with Rossetti. Will I stick with it? Probably not. Will
Because
I play
Dreamlight
it for a few
Valley's
days?
right there.
You know what's right there? Dreamlight Valley. Do you know what has multiple buildings for me to decorate with? Dreamlight Valley. Do you know what has an eagle eye, like decorating like God mode? Dreamlight Valley. Do you know what Animal Crossing does? They make me go to my house. They make me individually put the items I would like to decorate with in my pocket. I can only hold a few at a time. Then they make me go to the area I would like to decorate. One by one, drop all of these items into the world. Then physically push them and spin them to make them look how I want. It is ridiculous.
Time for a new
And
game.
if I want a ramp somewhere, I gotta go pay a ton of money for it, and then I have to wait 24 hours.
I think that's the
If I want to
reason.
move a ramp, if I want to move a ramp, like let's say I have a ramp or a bridge, if I have a bridge and I'd like that bridge to be like 3 feet and like further up the river, I have to go to the town hall. I have to ask them to demolish it. I have to pay to have it demolished. I have to wait 24 hours for it to be demolished. Then once it's demolished, I have to go back to the town hall, ask to build another bridge, go set up a bridge maker kit, put the bridge where I want it, pay the money to have it built, then wait another day for the bridge to actually be built.
I think that's part of the reason I quit too. Was like everything cost like they nickel and it wasn't even real money, but they nickel and dimed you in game for every single movement. I'm like, this just
Well,
isn't
it's just
exciting anymore.
slow.
Yeah.
It just takes a lot of time. And if you're someone who wants to decorate a lot, it is not the best system for decorating. Whereas I open up Dreamlight Valley and I say, hit furniture mode. I want a tree here and I want a tree here and I want this bush here and I want this bush here. And here's all of the furniture that I own. It's not in my pockets, it's just in an inventory that I get to pull from at any time. And I can search for items and I can have different categories to make finding items easier. And I can duplicate items and like a stench. Like I can order items and I don't have to wait 24 hours for them to show up. I can just go back to Scrooge every time I need an item. It's just so vastly better. So I guess I hope that from Animal Crossing too. But we'll see what this update does. We'll see what kind of engagement and polls, and we'll see if it's a prelude to something else, or if it's Nintendo desperately trying to eke more life out of this game.
I'm just sitting over here wanting Mario Maker updates, and I got a Zelda update and nothing else. I haven't played Mario Maker in 2.5 years. Don't make me get that itch.
How much money did Mario Maker pull in?
What? Oh,
How much
not
Mario
as
Maker?
not as much, not nearly as much. Mario Maker came out in
Well,
2019. I remember when it came out. Me and Allison had just moved in together, and Allison called out how much I played Mario Maker. That was my shit. I played Mario Maker slightly less than I play Balatro now, which is a lot of Balatro.
mhm.
I I'm so close to platinuming Balatro, and I'm 400 hours in. I'm
Sorry,
in
I was looking at
pain.
Mario Maker, so
Yeah, hold on, let's see.
um,
I'm
it's not
curious.
a lot, but I don't know what's considered a lot for that type of game.
Mario
I
Maker
don't have a good
sold
metric.
7.78 million units for Nintendo. It sucks for Square Enix. They think that's a failure. For little old Sandfall Interactive, that is a massive success. And for, of course, for Team Cherry or any indie developer, that's a massive success.
Um,
7.78 million units is a lot.
maybe I mean we'll see. We'll see what comes out. Don't give up hope.
Oh wait,
I'm kind of a believer that the sweet spot for a Nintendo console is like the second year to third year of its release. Um, because I think that's when they start putting out some of the real good stuff.
I will argue that the Switch was the outlier for that because the Switch had banger after banger year one.
That's true. It did come Breath of the Wild year one.
It came Breath of the Wild year one and Mario Odyssey year one.
I didn't care about Mario. But then second and third year, we got Animal Crossing.
So
Third year we got Animal Crossing.
I don't know. I think that if you don't count Animal Crossing, you can still count Animal Crossing. I think 2022 and 2023, you and I were eating real good with the Switch. Like we were like devouring Switch release after Switch release, and 2024 even partially.
What did I play on the Switch in 2022 and 2023?
2023 was Tears of the Kingdom.
Well, I didn't really care for that game.
Princess Peach Showtime. We
That's
got
2024.
yeah, 2022 to 2024. I don't know. I remember playing my Switch more in 2022 to 2024. And
I
then
have to be honest with
after
you. I think this was a U exclusive. I mean, I played Tears of the Kingdom when it came out, and then I played Princess Peach's Showtime when it came out, and those came out like over a year apart.
part,
Or about like a year apart, maybe a little less. I don't have that many Switch games. I'm gonna be real. I don't have that many Switch games.
okay, let's see. 2022 we got okay, it was 2022 was a me thing. We got Pokemon Legends Arceus, we got Kirby and the Forgotten Lands, we got Scarlet and Violet. Okay, so what about 2023? This is just short lists, but sure. This will do.
Dreamlight Valley came out in 2022, and after that,
Yeah.
nothing else.
That's very true. 23, we got Mario Wonder, we got Tears of the Kingdom, Super Mario RPG Remake, Kirby's Returning to Dreamland, and then 2024. Oh, 2024 was the year of specifically what's it called? What is it? Paper Mario Thousand Year Door and
Mm.
Mario Wonder and Princess Peach Showtime and what was the other one? The Zelda one. Legend of Zelda what?
Echoes of Wisdom. Echoes of
Yeah,
Wisdom.
that's the one. Yeah.
Okay, so I guess in the last 3 years, the last 4 years, because you start, no, 3 years, I've played 4 Switch games. One of them was a remake. One of them took 10 hours, and 2 I didn't care for that much.
I have too many Switch games. Physically, at least.
Yeah, I could show you my Switch games. I think I'd have maybe 10.
I still have more PlayStation 4 games than anything else. I think I'm at
I
120.
don't
No,
play Switch that often.
I just
I
sold a
really
lot of.
don't. In fact, most of the time I go to play Switch, my Switch is dead because I don't touch it.
I told Allison this too the other day. If and you and I've talked about this. If the game released on PlayStation, I'm gonna pick that version every time.
Always.
Um,
Always. I like actually count my lucky stars every single day that I picked the PlayStation version of Dreamlight Valley that day that we bought it. Um, because the Switch version is just horrific. It runs terribly. You can't have as much. It's just awful. I hear nightmares about it every day.
I wonder if they improved it on the Switch too. I wonder if it improved on the Switch too.
They're waiting. So I've heard that it runs a little better on the Switch 2, but they're waiting for like an official Switch 2 version that apparently they said they were going to do, but hasn't been announced yet. And people are getting very antsy and very impatient about it.
Oh, there were some Mario Party games that released from 22 to 24. We got 2 Mario Party
I didn't buy
releases.
Jamboree, and I bought
I know.
Superstars, and I think I played it once.
You played it once with us,
Yeah.
which I would love to play more with you, but you're not a big Mario Party girly, and that's okay.
Honestly, I'm a Mario Party person. I like Mario Party and Mario Kart in person. Those are
Yeah,
games I like to play with people at like a party. Like my siblings and I used to play those all the time growing up. I don't really care for the online experience as much. Like
yeah.
I want to be when you if you steal my star in Mario Kart, I want to be able to punch you in person.
God, please don't. Actually, she's going
Like,
to.
if you hit me with a blue shell, I want you to see my face when I think about killing you.
I'm looking at this list. How
There's
could I
just something that's less like exciting about it when it's online for me. I don't know.
How could I forget
Pretty
that the
good.
Alarmo released last year?
Oh my gosh, what a big release. Hey, where's
Good
that weird thing?
old
What freaky thing did they announce that we all said was super weird?
the Alarmo. Oh, and no,
Oh,
you're talking about the
no.
flower for wonder.
Oh yeah, that thing that talks to you when you don't
Uh,
talk to it. It just like decides it's gonna start a conversation.
Wonder flower physical. I want to see the
Have they announced
physical.
anything else about that?
Uh, it says next spring. So
So funny.
we saw it once. My God. As long as I can turn it off, it would be a nice shelf piece. But I'm not. I guarantee it's going to cost way
I
more money
know.
than I want to spend. So
Um, I feel like this is where we should wrap. I feel like we're kind of getting off topic, but I will say we have some more stuff on this kind of topic that Blake wants to talk about. He wanted to talk about it in this episode, but I just knew I had so much to say with Animal Crossing that I
Emily
asked him
having a
to
lot to say.
hold back.
Crazy.
Um, yeah, that's the reason we started the dang podcast. So he'll have some follow-ups on kind of animal or Nintendo's priorities and how it chooses when and where to provide updates for a certain series. You kind of got a prelude with his talk about Mario Kart here. But he'll be talking about that soon.
Yeah.
Probably next week, unless there's some big Game Awards announcements, in which case maybe we'll talk about that. But come back, see us next week. We'll be talking about it then.
Photos over the next week in my Discord.
Hey,
Yay!
Blake is going to be in Michigan come Saturday. So 48 hours from now, we will be eating Korean food and doing karaoke. So
I'm
I don't know what to say. You're not invited. I can't invite you. You're not. So I guess check out photos of us hanging out on Discord. I don't know what to say.
Is it bad that I'm more excited to eat Culver's with you guys? That's what I'm the most excited for when we get
Listen,
there.
Culver's is good. I just like I really like the food at the K-Rock.
I think
It's not K-Pot quite, but it's pretty good.
I think the reason I'm so excited for Culver's is I don't have one. The closest one to me is 3 hours away, and I'm not driving 3 hours for Culver's. As much as I love it.
Well, when you move here, you'll have it everywhere.
When that happens. Okay, that's gonna be it for us, everybody. And remember, don't eat the yellow snow, I guess. I don't know. Okay, bye everyone. Bye.